Hello there, my ladies and gentlemen. Today I have another story for you. Now, this isn't like my last story I told you guys where it was me being a gross kid in 7th grade, but this is a more recent one. In fact, this happened literally today, the day I'm recording this, Thursday, January 29th, in case you want the specifics. But basically, for those of you who might not know, I am a senior in high school, so I have a bit of a weirder schedule compared to my peers, And so on A days, which is what today is, like this will come into play later on, I don't have to be at school until third period. So I woke up at 9:30, about an hour and a half, not an hour and a half, an hour before my class was supposed to start at 10:30. 10:35 to be specific, but whatever. So I was a little aggravated because I couldn't take my shower because I wouldn't have enough time to with me getting ready and such. I was going to take about 10-20 minute shower and I just didn't have time to do that. So in anger and frustration, I just went to school, greasy as hell. And when I finally got there, it's 10:25. I walk in. There's no students. Makes sense. There's about 5 minutes left until class ends. So I just was walking around, and then at 10:30, I noticed there's no bell. That's odd, but hey, the bell can get a little full wonky, and so sometimes it'll ring at 10:31. Then 10:31 came around. Then 10:32. Then 10:33. 10:34 is when I finally decided to ask one of my friends, hey, do you know what's going on here? Why is the bell not ringing yet? Something gone awry? Turns out he had gotten there right at the time that I did. So that wasn't helpful. Luckily for me, there was another one of my friends behind me who was actually in class at that time. They were getting a drink of water at that point, so I decided to stop them and be like, hey, what's going on here? What kind of fishy operation is the school running here? And that's when I found out something that shocked me to my very core. Something that could literally, shake a veteran down to their core. There was an assembly that day, which basically means, for those of you who don't know, the schedule was going to be a bit different that day. In fact, the schedule that day was Monday. Monday. It was first period, assembly, second period, then lunch. Lunch on assembly schedule ends at 11:54. Technically. Anyways. So, I did not need to be there until 11:59. That is when third period started. Again, it was about 10:34 at this point, which basically meant I had about an hour and a half to kill. I was unhappy with this. I like my free time. I like being able to sit at home and think of these dumb videos I can make to entertain you guys. I like being able to hop on Among Us and pester the public lobbies. I like being able to get my sleep in. So, I wasn't too happy when I found out that I did not need to be there. So I decided to just grab my Mountain Dew Baja Blast from the vending machine and just go outside and watch some YouTube. That's really the whole story. It's just I just don't like school assemblies, especially on B days. Well, not especially on B days, but on B days too. It is annoying because on B days I actually have first period free, but that doesn't matter because first period then the assembly, right? So even on like B days, I used to show up there like on the bus, and so I'd just be sitting out there for like an hour or two, just waiting until second period started. Thankfully, I have my scooter now. But yeah, no, it is awful. I really hope that, I really wish that they would, send students emails, especially for those who have free periods. Hey, there's an assembly today. You don't have to show up until later. Or else you're just in the dark and you have to rely on one of your friends, who didn't do this, by the way, probably because, most of my friends didn't even show up that day. You said to rely on your friends in order to tell you, hey, there's an assembly today, you don't have to show up till later. Thank you, you're an amazing friend to me. But no, none of my friends showed up today, and so I had to just take a guess, and I guessed wrong. But to be fair, I didn't really guess, I just sort of went along with what my normal morning routine is. But that's basically the whole moral of the story, is I hate school assemblies. I am so excited to graduate so I don't have to deal with them anymore. That's about it. See ya.